Oh man, looks like Josh Rybeck equaled the score today. Got tired of being the minority on the podcast. Since other people bailed on him, he had to go out and recruit. Minus the hat though today, Josh. Come on now. People love that hat.
Had to go out to dinner tonight. I'll bring it back maybe next week.
Oh, where'd you go to dinner?
Took my wife for our 18th anniversary out to Fleming's.
Oh, excuse you.
Yeah.
18,
Man.
holy.
Yeah.
My
Black
Lord.
Friday sale?
He got a Black Friday
right,
gift
Black
certificate. It's like
Black
a buy
Friday.
one, get one. It's like, oh, guess what, honey? We're going out fancy tonight.
They bring this little box for our anniversary of like these like whatever. It's like a box wrapped in a bow. And when she opened it, I was like, they took the diamond bracelet. I got out of there and put freaking chocolates in there for you. What the heck?
She's like, yeah.
She knows better.
I'm not going to say it. Terrible. Well, good. Congratulations. 18 years.
Thanks.
You're legal.
Legal.
Officially. Terrible. Now, well, today we got a special guest. This guy has been chirping for a while to get on the podcast. He's got a crazy work schedule, though, so it's a little difficult for him to get on. But he was kind of passionate about some subjects that kind of came up this week. And he promised not to hold his tongue, but you know how it is, Josh. When people get in front of this camera, what happens?
Well, hey, come on now. I'm not gonna name names, but
No. We wouldn't want that.
we'll
Wrestling community is not ready for that.
we'll talk.
Yeah. So we got Chris Parps. Chris was a former coach over at El Monte High School. Stepped away to kind of focus on some other things for a little bit, but I guess he's getting back in the room, huh, Chris?
Yeah. I've been a couple days here and there working with Matt out at Montclair. And the next probably 6-8 months or so you'll probably see me around a little bit more. Not as a head or taking care of a program, but there's some stuff in the works. So I'll definitely be around. You'll see me more.
Oh, maybe over at UCLA or something. Maybe.
Oh, mate, you never know. I mean, is that even still a program? I mean, I don't know.
Nah, Chris, you're too clockwork, dude. You show up to your dates.
Well, I mean, and I don't promise things that can't be given, but I mean, we'll.
You promise kids scholarships to high schools, public high schools.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, that's how it's going now over by Ramirez, isn't it? Like transferring.
Yeah, jumping in big right out the bat. Is that what's happening to your program, Ramirez? Did you get just decimated with transfers? Is that the problem?
I'm not getting any transfers at all, man.
But
only transfers I get is on the MTA when I want to catch another bus.
Well, that's good because you're homegrown, so
yeah.
We'll talk more about that.
Hey, everybody knows in my section that I do what I do with what I get. I don't inherit. I don't convince. I shop at my own school.
Yeah, absolutely.
And no one can take that away from me. So I got a number 2 in the nation, number 6 in the nation. I got a number 2 in California. Both of them are number 1s in our section. So, and that was all me.
That's good. Yeah. Takes a lot of pride to say that, for sure. Josh, how's Michaela feeling?
Good. She's probably got like one more week off, and then she'll get back on the mat.
Hammering. You maybe should get her one of those Mario singlets. They can't touch this, hammer time. Because kids these days know what that is. I'm like, what is he making these 20, 30-year-old singlets? Like, good Lord.
Their parents know what maybe grandparents.
Oh, dude. It'd be great if that singlet came with like a parachute, like crotch. So like when you're out there, you could just kind of celebrate. Gable Stevenson.
Good God.
That'd be awesome. Oh, man. So, all right, Chris, since you're the guest.
Well, what are we talking about first?
Well, that's what I'm going to say, dude. I'm going to let you throw that bad boy out there. What's on your mind, brother? You were messaging me and just sound like you're ready to pull your beard out.
No, I mean, this whole transfer, we talked a little bit about the transfers and things like that. It's starting to get a little bit out of control, I feel. And I don't know how, Josh and Ramirez feel about it. Well, I kind of get how Ramirez feels about it. But the transfer issue's a huge thing. I feel like, I don't know what does Josh feel about that?
I think that, I guess I feel, because I'm one of the guys that in high school transferred to Calvary Chapel.
Yeah.
Because I was looking for better coaching and better competition. Even though my dad was my high school coach, I was still looking for better coaching and better competition in the room. And it was a tougher travel schedule. I think there's a lot of factors. I think as a parent, that has a kid in school right now, I think you just look at, where can my kid develop the best, the fastest, and have the social environment that you want them in too. That's a big factor, I think, too. It's very difficult, I think, for kids with 1, 2, 3 girls on the team. If, there's another school down the road that has a bunch of girls, they might not even be that good at wrestling, but they might want to be part of that team. I don't know.
Right.
I think to actively recruit in order to try to win a state title like St. John Bosco, if we'll talk the boys' side, then I don't know. That's a little drawing the line of just go join the national prep school series if that's what you want to do. If you want to be recruiting and have no rules type of thing, then go join the, I forget what it's called. It's national prep, but if you're going to abide by CIF rules and all that, then, if people are willing to move into your district or whatever your school might have or need, if they're willing to ship their kid across the state or across country or just across 2 city streets in order to get to that school that they want to go to, I say more power to them. It does hinder it does separate, I guess, the haves and the have-nots in a little bit. That makes it a little bit, let's call it, unfair, but
right.
I don't know. That's my take.
Yeah. I feel like as of recently, it's been, girls going from one school to the next and then transferring out to go to the next. Once you get to that, transferring from one school to the next is great in that aspect of it. You get into maybe a tougher room, maybe a little bit better coaching staff and things like that. But when you're doing it multiple schools, it's kind of, that's when I look at it like, what are you doing as an athlete, for one, going from school to school, but then I also look at coaches that are actually actively recruiting and stuff like that. That's where I kind of,
when you're bringing your own coaching staff with you sometime, in some cases, then
well, yeah, that too, that's a whole nother. But
that was pretty, I'll tread lightly here. That was probably the first I heard of something like that, where you can have my wrestler, but they only have this coach and their coach gets a wristband and they're joining a program. It's kind of like, wow. Like, I don't know.
We're talking about the one we just talked about this weekend.
Yeah. The one that everybody's talking about it right now. And I don't think it's any secret, like, that, she left the school, correct? Like, she's already out of the school, is my understanding.
That's the rumor. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll wait another episode to kind of verify it. But a well-known wrestler transferred, from my understanding, from what my athletes are telling me, transferred out of her school and is going to another school. And you guys could correct me if you heard differently, but they only want to go to a school that will allow their coach to coach them only.
Right.
And
that's what I've heard.
It has to be like a guarantee that they get a wristband. So, if you could get away with it, if a school thinks it's worth it, then obviously it's like anything else. What are you worth? But I don't know if that would necessarily help a program. My program, it wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work because I don't want that. I don't want a lot of division, and I think that would create some division when you have something like that.
Right.
Gene, what do you think about it, Ramirez? Like, would that work in your program? Hey, look, you can have this girl. She's a state finalist, but she's gonna have her own coach, and you got to give her coach a wristband.
Okay, I'm good.
Bring her on. You welcome her.
Yeah. Tell her
because he's got.
Tell her right now. Tell me the name. Let us go. I'll tell her right here. I'll say, come to my school.
Dang, no shade in the game.
Well, he's only got
Wait,
12
wait.
girls.
Is this actively recruiting though? Because this is videotaped, right?
Well,
What do
now
you
it
mean?
doesn't. No,
No,
it
it's not
doesn't.
active recruiting. It's just a conversation amongst friends.
Now
Yeah.
it doesn't even. Now it doesn't even matter. Girls are transferring here and there, everywhere they want to go. So it doesn't really matter. I don't think.
Hang on. I got fur blowing up my phone right now. Give me 2 seconds. I think he wants in on the call. Keep talking, fellas. I'm just gonna mute myself.
Let's get him
Keep
on.
talking.
And not to mention, Ramirez will take any girls that he has right now. Now that he doesn't have that many on his team.
Oh, right now, yeah. Why not? Come on.
No,
Come
I
on.
get that. I get that.
I don't
The
got
only
a stipend. I don't have a stipend, but I can get him a wristband. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, the only thing that I see that I have an issue with is when coaches are actively trying to get girls to leave a school to go to theirs, and it's like, what you have a room full of girls, and you're trying to actively recruit girls into your program that are elite because you're trying to do what? You're trying to win a state title. What does that show the girls that have been on the program for 3 years that now you're saying this girl's better than them and you're pushing them aside? When do you draw a line?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna say like I was probably like that athlete that got pushed aside for better. I mean, not for wrestling, but I remember playing soccer as a kid. I was playing defense and I played pretty well. We're talking 8, 10-year-old travel teams, and then the coach wanted to put his son on there, so they kind of pushed me to the side. But I was there since day one,
Send it right now.
so it just I don't know. It sucks. It sucks when it gets done to you, and that's what people don't realize what they're doing.
Right.
I
Is
think,
Matt in or
Chris,
what?
you brought up a valid point about like,
Recent.
okay, the one transfer, okay, you're calling it good. I mean, there's boys that are on their 4th school in 3 years. I mean, there's former boys that have been to 5 schools in 4 years. I mean, you got to look at the college coaches. I always say, look at no matter how good you are,
Yeah.
there's going to be college coaches going, this kid, A, can't go anywhere without his whatever special coach that's with them.
The Hangout app.
And B, can't go stay at a spot for more than a year straight. So, I mean, that's a lot of risk to put money into a kid that, you might be missing out on some other kid that's been 4 years and maybe is only a 2-time state champ from another state and not,
Right. And that's exactly what my next point was going to be is now you look at these girls, the elite girls that are doing this and transferring multiple times. And what is that going to do when they go to college? Once they get somewhere and actually show that they want to wrestle in college, are they going to just all of a sudden now transfer out because they want want a better room? I don't feel like that's setting them up for success in the long run. I've always told Ramos, Matt, now that he's in here, Ramirez, they all kind of know. For me, I'm never going to recruit any girls. What I got in the room is what I got, and I can do damage with what I got in the room. I just feel like coaches that actively recruit, what does that say about your confidence as a coach? You're actively recruiting girls. You're actively recruiting girls that are elite girls, and you can't even bring up your home. You can't even bring up your homegrown girls.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That says a lot. That says a lot about you as a coach when you're trying to actively recruit a girl to fill a spot in your lineup when you already have girls in your lineup, and you can't actively get them to the next level. I mean, come on now.
Well, I think they always hide behind the guise of like, hey, they want to come to me. I don't know. I don't have any. They want to come where there's success. And I mean, you could kind of see. I mean, when you only have when the only people or the majority of the people that you get to state in the place in state are the ones that you transferred in, that's usually an indicator of how your coaching is. I would say. Would you agree? Like if you can't get the girls that are in your room 4 years to qualify for state and to make your starting team and to place in state, that says a lot more about you as a coach than like, oh, okay, yeah, you transferred in. I look at some teams and I'm like, okay, yeah, you got 5 girls to state, 3 of the 5 are from another school.
Absolutely.
Then it's like, well, are you really doing that? Are you really, getting them there? And I think that's kind of like a tell sign. But I guess it's a goal as a coach. I mean, it's a philosophy. I think it comes down to like what we think, what we as coaches think. For me, it's about building. I want to know that at the end of the day, I had my hands on this kid and they excelled. And I played a part in that versus like I just took a kid that was good, put him in my singlet, and now look at us, we're successful.
Yeah, absolutely. Time out real quick. First of all, Josh, was that a beer?
No, it's just a Coke.
Oh man,
we caught a lot
got so much crap from too much tobacco and alcohol on the first couple of episodes.
Are you kidding me?
No,
they were so upset. It's the same people that always complain. But I mean, they were complaining, and
then don't watch it.
Exactly. So
you can listen to it without watching it.
Yeah. So Matt, where are you on this? Where are you on this on the recruiting thing?
He's got to figure out how to unmute.
I see Brokeback Mountain Cowboy.
There's a Photoshop about to go on that one.
Oh my God, Ramirez is already on it.
Yeah, you know it.
I mean, the other part of the whole thing is I was shocked to see, and I am every year to see people wrestling that just transferred.
Yes,
they made a physical move, guys.
I know. I'm not CIF. I'm not questioning. I really don't care. I really don't think there should be
what pushed me out is that CIF doesn't have a database where the same address is being used, and if you just Google it, it's a coach's house. Right. That's what kind of trips me out. It's like, wait, hang on. You got these girls to transfer. They take these girls transfer to this address, but this girl used this address. This girl used this address. This girl used this address. That to me is kind of crazy.
I mean, I think that there should never be any sit outs anyway. You got to remember though that CIF is all these rules are made for the big sports, basketball and football and maybe baseball, but all these recruiting rules. I mean, there's not that much. There is a little bit, let's say recruiting and wrestling, but it's more like probably teammates trying to recruit another girl that's their friend to that school would be my thing. Hey, we're having good fun. This coach is really good. We like him. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. That's what I would assume.
Matt, how do you feel about it?
Man, I don't know if Matt's just in for the view or if he's there to contribute. What's going on, Matt? Maybe his microphone's down or something, or he might not realize that he's on mute. We'll give him a couple more minutes and then we'll have to reset him. So, yeah, but that's the thing too. And then, like you said too, like multiples. Like I was always under the impression that two transfers, that was what you were limited to. And now it's like these girls are like 3 and 4 schools in. It's like, man, how these girls? And then you hear the heartbreak where a girl only transfers once and she gets told no, you can't do it.
Yeah,
right. It's like, whoa, how does that work? Like
we have a JV kid on our team this year. He's not going to sniff the lineup at all, but he's a tough kid. He's a junior, tough kid. His mom and dad separated, right? And he's never transferred anywhere before. CIF ruled him ineligible for any varsity competition this year because there's not a legal court order giving dad custody because that's who he moved out to Anaheim with. He was from Moreno Valley somewhere, like not even a good wrestling school at all. Came to us, won't sniff the lineup, right? Just happened to that's where he landed, right? Dad got a job nearby, and the kid's getting punished because of the parents' socioeconomic status, and they don't have the money to fight it or take a lawyer or anything like that. It's stupid.
You sure, bro? You're in Orange County, bro. You're in Anaheim Hills, bro. You sure none of those parents can't just pony up for him,
Oh, I'm sure they can. I mean, we're trying to fight it with CIF, saying, look, like this is unfair to this kid, but they're like the rules, and it's partly our athletic director is a by the book guy, and probably gave CIF too much information. I don't know.
Oh, dude, don't you hate that? You're trying to get something by, and you're like, hey, come on, like you don't got to give them everything. Give them what they ask, and just move forward. And they're like, oh, by the way, it's like, oh man. Pump the brakes.
Yeah.
Matt, are you able to talk yet? I saw Matt for a second. Might have to reset him.
Yeah, I think he texted us saying that he couldn't hear anything either.
He had his headphones in. That was a good thing.
Yeah.
I have to reset him. Matt, hang up and recall again. I don't want to punch you because it might block you. So I want you to talk.
We have the new transfer rule that they can seek out better competition for themselves. And we still have on the books the undue influence rule. How do you prove that?
The undue influence?
Yeah.
The undue.
Which I don't like that rule anyway, because then let's just say, where are you coaching right now? Montclair?
Me? Yeah, Montclair.
Chris?
Me?
Not you, Chris.
Yeah, I'm helping out at Montclair.
Okay, you're helping out at Montclair. Let's just say a 6th, 7th grader comes into your club, if you have a club, and they wrestle for you, and they live outside your district, right? But then they decide they want to come to Montclair. Well, technically, that is undue influence because you were a club coach of that kid previous to when they start high school. Every scenario, if somebody really wants to fight it, that's the rule. And it's the stupidest rule ever because
there we go.
You're probably the guy that got that kid to like the sport and got them to start being good at the sport. And now you're being punished and the kid's getting punished. For doing
100%. And I do get that, like that. I feel like there's
that convenient though, because we have coaches who coach big name teams in the off season and have girls live with them during the season and nobody says anything.
Yeah.
How does that work? That's terrible. What do you think, Matt? We could hear you now, so now you can talk it up.
Now I can hear you, but I don't know what you guys are talking about.
We're talking about recruiting. Where do you fall on the recruiting bandwagon?
Shit, I wish I could.
And you're a coach that literally you have 30 girls in your room every year. They're all homegrown. You don't get any transfers. You also get no love from anybody because I think you've never been your area coach of the year, but people on the other side of the 57 are.
Yeah, no transfers yet. No transfers yet, but
hey, we don't need them though.
No, we don't. We're homegrown strong. We're homegrown strong. Behind the scenes, a lot of girls come and work with me, but for whatever issue, I get out talked or whatever. But it's cool. We do okay. We're a pretty strong team as is.
Maybe I'm getting it confused. Didn't one of you guys have a girl from like Germany transfer or something?
From Germany?
No, I wish.
Some like world team member or something from Germany? Wasn't that one of you guys?
No.
Hell no.
Who's that? Claremont? Is that Claremont then?
That might be.
Possibly. Yeah. She must have thought it was Montclair and went to Claremont because Claremont's wrestling program is.
She might be at an Upland too, though. She might be up there. So
yeah,
getting lost.
Brian's a cool guy. He's
a good guy. He's a good guy.
But yeah. So you're not a fan, Matt, of the situation of people. I mean, how would you two do? Like we asked also, like, what if a girl came to you? She's a high level girl, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna come, but you gotta let my coach have a wristband, and he's got to coach only me." And
absolutely not. None of that. We're definitely an old school program.
Yeah,
old school. Worked the way that I was taught, and no coaches coming in. Montclair High School is really a timeline of coaches from. I graduated 2001, so we got people all the way from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, late 2000s. We got some D2 NAIA kids are coming back and help coaching out and running with the kids too as well.
That's good. So now, how was this weekend, guys? The tournament's this weekend. You guys, Montclair was at Carter, right?
Yes.
How did that go this year? Was it as tough as last year? Last year was kind of tough. I don't think it was on paper. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to head out there, but on paper it didn't look necessarily as deep, but you did have teams.
Absolutely not as tough as last year. Hawaii definitely brings in an animal side that maybe brings out the girls on any team. So I didn't feel it was as strong as last year, but CIF Southern section is wide open. That I'm not a big person on believing that the tournament will change, but if we ran that tournament over and over, it would drag. First would be different, second would be different. First day, everything was spread from 1 point from the top 10.
Yeah.
It was like 65, 67, 70, 70.5. So, I mean, it was a close race. It really, without, I'm going to say, Santa Ana, Cerritos, Northview in the mix there, possibly Milliken. I think those are the 4 schools. I'm sorry if I'm forgetting anybody, but without those 4, you really saw where the race is. There's going to be a race, and CIF is wide open for the taking this year.
Yeah, it kind of looked that way. I had heard Northview was going to be at Carter, but then I saw them at San Clemente.
Yeah, they didn't want to start with the 2-day tournament to open up their season.
Should have started with a 3-day tournament.
Dual 2-day tournament right off the bat. So who impressed you guys this weekend?
Well, I wrote down a couple matches that like the finals matches that we can talk about, later. I didn't get to see any of the matches. Matt was there, so he'd actually be able to kind of attest.
Let's hit him. Do it now.
Well, that 106 was a 1-0, man. Martinez and that Ridgeview girl, Genesis. Yeah,
Genesis.
dude.
Carte?
That's
Genesis is tough, dude. Genesis is tough.
Well, both girls are.
No. I mean, don't get me wrong. Martinez sisters. I'm a fan, dude. I like those girls a lot. Like they're awesome kids.
You're gonna get armbarred.
Yeah.
If you're wrestling the Martinez girl, you're gonna get armbarred.
Yeah. But Genesis, I think, is overlooked a lot. I think, she doesn't necessarily get the press time that other girls get.
Yeah.
She's tough, man. And travels her around.
She's super tough. And wasn't she at 101s last year? She looked a little bit bigger.
Yeah. She looks
like she can be at 101s again, though.
Does she?
Yes.
She dropped then. That's a big win for her, though. That's a good win.
A lot of people missed weight. A lot of people missed weight with this 2-day. I mean, was it 150s? You had both San Fernando girls. One girl missed weight, and they were both seeded. Mariah Dow, she missed weight and was bumped up, and was like the little dark horse that made the way through.
Yeah, both those Dow sisters are pretty tough too.
Yeah, Walnut looks good. Walnut looks pretty damn good. They
they joined forces with you guys, right? Everybody's all training in the off season together.
Yeah, so it really paid off for them.
Yeah, it's a good gamble for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about the 111 match, the Barreto and Daniel Garcia?
Yeah, how'd that go?
Daniel Garcia is going to be tough to beat.
Yeah.
It's 11-1 the score.
Daniel Garcia is going to be tough to beat. And, Bowers, he has something up his sleeves. Is he dropping her down? Is he bumping her up to, something? You never know.
You got to look at who he has and where he thinks he can score the points. He's not dumb about that.
Absolutely.
Now Danny's tough. She watching her at the duels before she magically got iced. She looked tough. She has that nice little fireman's, a nice little outside jump. That she likes to hit, and she's physical. She likes getting on top and running people. So yeah, I could see her, being there at the end. What about Katie Gomez?
That was another one I had on with the other Martinez, right? At 21.
Yeah.
21s. Yeah, that was a 10-8 match. That looks good too.
Yeah. She's gonna be a question mark on where she lands too, because Jimmy got Leah Rollins to transfer in also. So that puts to me personally, Birmingham's gonna be tough to beat.
Oh, absolutely.
If they get Jersey Estrada in also, I just don't see it. Yeah. Jersey Estrada, Aaliyah Rollins, Katie Gomez is a freshman.
Jersey's attending school at Birmingham right now.
Okay. Currently she's there. Okay, well, Jersey's there.
Whether or not
time, I guess.
Wait, who's there?
Jersey Estrada. She left Selma with her dad to go to Birmingham. So I think she went California, Colorado, California. So
let's just let it happen.
Yeah, and I mean, why not? She gets to compete on any Fargo team she likes. So I mean, doesn't really matter.
Well, we saw Birmingham's real team this weekend.
Oh, was Rollins in there though, or is she just on her sit out?
No, I'm talking about their Kids
They're
that are
homegrown.
flip-
Oh, they're
they're
homegrown team.
They're a real team.
Their home team versus what they
Yeah.
brought in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like the what was Ramirez doing over there? Playing with himself? What you doing?
I don't know what he's doing over there.
He's trying to Photoshop something.
I'm talking about your section, dummy.
I already sent you guys stuff. It's not our section, man. It's not my section.
You're
at
LA
all.
City, brother. I don't care if they're a charter school. They're still your section.
You can say it.
Yeah.
Fuck Birmingham.
Hey, where was Slam Academy from?
You know
Las
what? I
Vegas.
could say it. I'm an alumni, so
Las Vegas.
Okay.
I wouldn't though.
I thought they were out of Utah, but now they say that they're out of Las Vegas.
Yeah. So that was an interesting, you know.
Hey, let me. I mean, if we want to still talk about this, we got more to talk about. Carter, go up more weights.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, go ahead and keep going. I'll put notes in for something else.
So let me see. I'm trying to pull up the Carter results right here, which I do appreciate too.
That's
That
exactly what I'm doing.
yeah. You know, he does a good job of trying to get the information out there. So that's always a good thing. I like being able to see like day one results that can't be there. If I can't get round by round results, I want to see day one results.
Before I left, I made sure and asked. I told Chavez, "Hey, day one results by the time I get home," and he said, "Yeah."
That's good. So the top 5 teams were Walnut, San Fernando, Golden Valley, Corona, and San Dimas. So
And we were tied with San Dimas the whole tournament, and then we just took I don't know what we took the wrong direction.
and
Hey,
You got
first
Kennedy goes Chris
tournament
Paul.
of the season, man. First tournament of the season.
no, it's early. It's early, super early. Oh, another one too that was kind of on my radar.
I was shocked to see Gomez down at 101 from Kennedy now. That was at John Glenn, like that low.
Yeah.
It's quick. I mean,
Yeah, she's been tiny all summer. She's been
She was tiny all summer.
Yeah. You guys got some matches with her, right, Matt?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, we got a nice win against her, but she
you took
we
one.
pinned her at Ayala, but she that was my actually 106 pounder. My 101 pounder she beat this weekend pretty easily. Actually, she looked pretty good until she ran into Sterling.
And I think well that bounces pretty up. So yeah, Kennedy's got a lineup. You know, they're kind of heavy at 101, so I know that their girl that took 8th at 106 is really a 101.
Yeah.
She wrestled my little sister.
But if you look at this 2nd through 8th place and take Sterling out, that's a pretty good state indicator. I'm throwing that out there. I think so.
Unity's tough, dude. Like, Bowers has a good girl right there. Unity's really tough, dude.
Cervantes is really tough. Angie Cervantes looked really good. And she's smaller. She looks tiny compared to these 101 pounders. And she got the job done.
Cervantes is at Walnut, right?
that girl's been tiny for a while. She was like 85 pounds last year.
Yep.
Yeah. So maybe she's growing into it. Let's see here. 106, you had Genesis, then Sophia, then Emily Sway, Destiny Dominguez. I can't see who the Slam Academy girl is. Durham. Then Madeline Armendariz from Montclair. Then Kaylee Ortiz, and then the Kennedy girl. So let's see. Cassidy Doe took 4th, huh? San Fernando girl, Barreto, and Garcia. Just coming back. Oh, the weight class that was kind of impressive for the first 3 or 4 placings was 126. Zepeda, Barragon, and Ramirez. That's
I
pretty.
really like that Hemet girl.
She's tough.
I like her.
She is. You see her, and then you see her skill set, and it's just drastically different than what I expected.
She took you off guard, huh?
She's tough. We've wrestled her a couple times. She's tough.
Yeah. So, and then let's see here. 31s. You had the Temecula girl. Temecula seems like they're building now, which is kind of sad because Youngblood came through there and they didn't want any part of her. And now they have
the Santiago coach now.
Okay.
So he's over there. Santiago coach, or now Temecula girls coach, he graduated from Montclair when Campbell was the coach at Montclair. So they have some kind of relationship because my assistant coach wrestled for Campbell.
Got it. So let's see here. So you got Temecula, Solana Motola. Then you have Nelly Mendoza.
Nelly's looking good.
Coming out of the heart of Rosemead.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Parps.
Hey, don't even start.
I should say Rosemead via Mountain View by way of by way of El Monte High School.
I hate all of you except for Josh because he's not talking shit. She looked good.
Hey,
she looked
good. Hey, she had a straight blast double that just drives you to hurt your back. I think that she got in the finals and the Temecula girl was a little too aggressive. Maybe a little Tito Ortiz style. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Because, she threw a little bit of head bumps in there, a little bit of elbows in there, and maybe Nelly wasn't ready for that.
Yeah. I kind of talked to her a little bit about it just to feel out how she was doing and how she felt about it. She said the same thing. Girl was really tough on top. Rode her out pretty well, but I'm really impressed with her on her feet. Movement is 1,000 times better than it was when I had her. So Camilo's doing a hell of a job over there with her at Roland. So that's I'm happy for her. She's happier now. She looks happier. She's wrestling better. So we talk all the time.
That's nice. Good. Then let's see your 37s. You had Jimerson, Larios, Dizon from Nogales, Perez, Cardenas from Brawley, then Madison Dow, Greer Gonzalez, and Lefotu from Golden Valley. 143, you had Muse and Hatfield in the finals. So Del Mar and Kennedy.
My girl rolled her ankle in that semifinals match.
Uh-huh.
My girl was up and my girl is going to be out for 2 to 3 weeks. She was rolling the ankle and she was winning that match and she hit a redrop and her ankle popped pretty bad. We would have won that match.
Who's she? Hatfield or Muse?
Hatfield.
Mm.
Yep.
Okay. 150, kind of a staple now, even though she's only a junior, is Anaya from San Fernando beat Priscilla from Beaumont in the finals.
Hey, but that Beaumont girl is a cowgirl. She moves hayfield all day. I guarantee it. Hey, she rolled through the southern section. I know she lost to the San Fernando girl, but she beat Zambrano. She beat Camp. I don't know who else she beat, but I mean, she didn't even use technique yet. It was all she out-muscled both of them nasty.
Just couldn't get her going, huh?
No, I'm talking about literally like a Muay Thai clinch and just slammed her face to the mat and then decided to run like a cobra.
I like her already.
Like she is an ox. She is an ox, and if she gets a little bit better technique, she's going to be a force to work with. Beaumont looks pretty good. They're coming up. They're up to the team.
Anaya took care of her though, huh? Nice.
Yeah, she's tough.
She's been training hard too all summer.
And I mean, look at the girl that she's working out with took third, and that girl because she missed weight. So you got two girls sharpening each other, battle in your room day in day out.
Yeah. Around is tough. For sure. 160 Tiki came through. 12-7 in the finals.
That was a good match. They were going back and forth. They were going back and forth. There was tied. One was up. Tiki finds a way to win. She finds a way to get her hand raised.
Yeah, she's been wrestling for a long time. She should have that savviness. Coming up behind that was Tiki, then Heartland, then Kopi, then Diaz, Ochoa, Santana, Flores, and Cortez.
I think that, after the top two, there's a lot of 160 pounders that we could see in the southern section that could hop over those girls. Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to have anybody. Devrick's coming in and just headlocking girls, huh?
She's just she's massive.
Yeah.
She wrestled Dayla in the semis. And
12 seconds, good God.
Yep, I told her, hey, let's slow her down, bring her to dark water, and it just was impossible.
Look at these times. 15 seconds, 9 seconds, 12 seconds.
That's because she's And that's because she's eating baby animals before she goes out there. Did you see that? She is just
Yeah,
dude.
if I could get a hold of that picture, it looks like 235 to 101 pounders from second down.
Dude.
She's massive.
Yeah. So looks like Jimmy got a good transfer there. Let's see here. That was a good one. Good Lord. That girl traveled a long way. Hey, he said it though, right? He's like, hey, you know, it is what it is. Para had to drop out against America at 189. I would have liked to have seen that match. I'm going to be totally honest with you.
I think everybody would have.
America Lopez versus Adelina Para.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, but Lauren Morales gave Para a nice little match as well.
2-1, dude. 2-1.
Yep.
That's a scrap. That's the way to do
you know,
it.
She's scrappy. She has heart. Pretty damn good technique as well. So you got to throw her in that mix too.
Yeah.
And then that Hendricks girl, she's just like another cowgirl out there that's just massive. She's going to, you know, as the season goes on, she's going to get a little better, find some better technique, probably be a little better condition. And these three girls, if they stay contempt, they better watch out for that Beaumont girl.
They're growing up out there in Beaumont, huh?
Yep.
So sad. Like Hendy used to be out there by herself, and the only girl now. It's great to see them growing. So, and then heavyweights, you got the Rev girl, Galvez, Carter, Sandemus, Boyd, Baldwin Park. Then Hillcrest B over Hillcrest A. Then Macy Bullard and Carmen Flores. Interesting. So, let's see here.
First tournament of the season's done. I mean, it looks good. Some really tough, close matches. So
they still haven't put any San Clemente results out, huh?
No.
They don't care about girls wrestling. Terrible.
They won't. Yeah, they won't.
They don't care. But yeah. So that's a good way to start the season, at least on our side. Trying to get somebody from the north to come on. We used to have somebody, but I don't know. He's got to clear his wax or something like that. So it says something about wax's car or something like that. I don't know. But let's see. Yeah. But now you guys have an idea of how people are looking coming in. Who impressed you the most this weekend at the tournament that you guys were at?
I hate to say it, damn it. The Corona 11-pounder. She's tough.
Yeah.
She is tough.
We saw her when she was in Oklahoma, though.
Yeah, she wasn't that tough yet.
I thought she was pretty tough.
She's always been good.
Yeah. I was
not
say,
like.
So you're saying that it's working. You're saying it's working. You're trying to say that she made the right move.
I mean, she was in the finals of our tournament last year.
Yeah.
I remember reading her bio.
When we were at Oklahoma, I think she was in that transition of finding out that who she was, if wrestling was her thing or not.
Yeah, how good she really was.
Absolutely.
Well, she was at Silverado, correct?
Yeah, and Sultana.
Silverado, then Sultana.
That's right. And they had some tough girls over there at Silverado too. They had another solid one that she was training with. I remember.
Yeah.
There was.
Yeah,
I just forgot about her.
Yeah, she was tough too. But yeah, Garcia looks good, man.
He looks tough.
What about the other high desert girl? She a senior now, or she graduated?
Which one?
She was state runner-up a couple years ago for Hesperia or Sultana.
Oh, Susie.
Yeah, is she a senior now?
Chiquita graduated.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
did she?
Yeah. Chiquita graduated. She had that front headlock on everybody, and you just couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Just attack you. God damn, it's caught.
At state, the 1 year Jen was there, had we gotten another period, I think Jen could have
shocked the world.
Yeah, because if you get her deep into the third period, she did not have any conditioning whatsoever.
Yeah.
She didn't have anything. She didn't have anything go past the third period. I don't think very, very rarely. I mean, she was done.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
We'll see. So what do you guys think about? Let's do like a team, B team scenario, especially early in the season. Somebody doesn't make weight or can't get down to a weight yet because of weight management. right? And then so you have an A girl and a B girl. They might both be state qualifiers. Do you go ahead and do you seed them normally? Do you try to put them on the same side of the bracket? Should they be opposite? Should they just fall in their seeds wherever they lie?
I think
And
you just
then
follow criteria. Doesn't matter what team they're on. If they're in the bracket, you follow criteria.
right,
Yeah.
but then what about
But how many times have we been told we can't seed the B girl?
yeah. And what about when you hit your B girl and your B girl might beat your A girl, but you want the team points and you default your girl out? Then what?
No,
That's
you
just
know,
chicken shit.
I'm always against chicken shit moves, and I think that's a
Yep.
chicken shit move. Let
I
them
agree.
wrestle out. I think it's dog shit. Like, what are you afraid of? That's always my thing. And I mean, Chris and Matt have both seen me in the room, and I said the same thing to all of the girls that I talked to. It's just business.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and not only that, but you set the tempo like, early on in the season, and you're okay with them, missing weight for one, which is never a good thing. But if you're trying to chase tournament wins and championships and things like that, I mean, come on, man. Let's be real.
I totally agree. Completely agree.
I have a bunch of first and second place tournament trophies from the past years, and that doesn't mean shit to me.
I did too, but I bought them at a yard sale.
Fucking A.
And I'm like, hey, look at me. I got it.
Yard sale?
Yeah. Look at this. I won the Queen of the Hill 4 years ago. So, but shit, I just had a question on my mind. I totally freaking blanked it right now. Damn it.
Probably
It's a
a
good
lie.
question too. Son of a gun. Now I'm gonna blank out. It's gonna upset me because I'm gonna remember it later today. It's
All
gonna
right, my other question is I saw it on the forum, and I know it's a boys, but they do have a girls team. I'm just gonna say the name, like Excelsior Charter Schools, right?
Mhm.
They have like 6 or 7 or 8 campuses
Yeah.
across Southern California, but they're all wrestling under one team. I know they're not a powerhouse. But I'm thinking like somebody like Bosco or some, or
satellite campuses for Boston.
Birmingham is going to have charter schools across the whole state and have one team. I don't know.
That's what Slam is.
Yeah, Slam does that.
Slam does that.
Yeah. Why not?
But
as far as for state, I mean, it's not fair, but
Life ain't fair, Josh. Life ain't fair.
Watch out for the head
Your
harm.
kids go to school in Orange County, and my kids don't.
no, I'm just saying like to have that many different spots to get from.
Yeah, but if you see like their Montclair, Ontario satellite school, like you don't even know it's there. It's like literally a second floor building that maybe 20 kids go to. So they don't have much to draw from.
Well, and let me ask you this: what's the difference between that and somebody who homeschools their kid?
Nothing.
I'm going to homeschool all my kids so they can just go wherever they want.
They can follow the Lord. That's why. So
we're gonna just transfer everywhere.
Everywhere.
Every year.
I'm thinking every semester. I'm like, oh no, sorry, I need to transfer this way. Get into this section so I can ease through it. Speaking of which, Josh, you were supposed to have a roommate for a while talking about transferring, and then they dipped out on you. Gosh, it's terrible. A lot of people talk about transferring, and I think just like hearing like feeling important.
Yeah,
those are the things that bother me. Those people that feel important.
Yeah. Do you know how many people have told me they're going to transfer, whether boys or girls? Oh, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Okay, go talk to the athletic director. Go through the paperwork. Tell me when you're there. That's great, but it's not going to happen. It never does. They're all the time.
It's funny. I didn't start transferring till I was a coach. I just could never keep a job. That's my problem. But again, much like Ramirez, this coach didn't go to Monroe either.
What is that over there, Ramirez?
Man, the Steelers could have used those biceps today.
I never seen Campbell go on a man's arm before. That's pretty awesome.
Sick burn.
It looked like a burn, huh? Like a burn scar. It didn't look like a tricep.
Yeah.
No. Oh, so Matt, you're really close with her. What's up with Susie's post today, dude? Is somebody talking bad on the Mack truck? Cheyenne Bowman? You're out your mind. Who's got that kind of disrespect?
I didn't hear this mother.
Freaking Ramirez.
Hang on, Ramirez. I'm gonna make that the focal one. Hold on a second. Hang on. This is great. Look at this.
I can't.
Do it again.
Shit.
How strong?
I can't.
How strong
Hold it
is
up.
that dog's back? That's all I want to know. You should put our new edition, like you just put up.
Oh, damn.
I'm crying right now. Oh God! I knew he was quiet for a reason over there.
Oh, I knew what he was doing.
Love you, Matt.
I know you do.
God!
So, but what's up with that, Matt? Like, who has the audacity, and what could they possibly say? Cheyenne Bowman, dude, has stepped up in every way, challenged everybody.
Yeah.
And Josh, we even know people personally who talked loud at first, and then when it came down to it, they were like,
Yeah, she was under the weather. She had like flu-like symptoms. The weight cut would have been too tough. It's too early in the season.
"Hey, she doesn't have to explain herself to anybody. If
No, not at all.
Just let her know. She'll show up.
Yeah.
Like she got
Oh,
no
absolutely.
problem.
She could have
Literally-
wrestled. She could have wrestled Devrix, and I would have still had Cheyenne by.
Yeah.
I would have had a 12-second pin, but it would have went the other way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who was the
No,
champ
shoot.
at 37s?
But
Who was the champ at 37s this week?
37s this week. Let me see. Give me 2
Was it
seconds.
Hatfield?
I think it was.
Or was she at 43s?
Yeah. And the Corona Del Mar girl. I mean, those girls are lucky that Bowman didn't show up. I mean, my girl's lucky Bowman didn't show up.
Dude,
So,
I didn't show up, and I wasn't even wrestling.
Yeah.
Muse in Hatfield.
But you know what? The good thing about that was they got to focus on Nelly. They got to focus on Nelly, see where she was at. You know, she looked good. She looked good. You know, she had a little down period with that last team she was on, and you know, she's back up. She's working hard, and she looked good. She looked a lot better mat awareness, a lot better wrestling intelligence. So I saw a different girl. We wrestled her. And it was 2-1 going to the second. And then damn ass Camilo showed up in the corner, and I knew I was screwed.
What I like about Matt is like Matt will like openly like show his frustration when you show up. Because I know that panorama, like I showed up once and Matt's like, "Go away, away." She's fine.
Well, that's what people don't understand. Your assistant coaches and all that, that's great. But when your head coach is there, the girls get pumped up. You know, there's so many girls I'll go get a soda, and they'll be like, "Coach, you were in my corner." I'm like, "Hey, we have 2-3 other coaches. I can't be in everybody's corner. Just the way it's going to be."
That's my thing about state. I wish they would have alternated the boys and the girls because it would have given some of these girls a chance for the first time ever to have their head coach in their corner. If they
And
didn't
I'm
have
okay with that they're not there.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Camilo, go coach the boys.
Yeah, go coach the boys.
Hopefully Alex wrestles every time I wrestle a rolling girl.
He's gonna hack into the PA system.
Yep.
Hey, no.
So,
Not every rolling girl, all right? Come on now.
But all right, fellas. Well, that's all I got for today. You guys got anything else?
What are we looking forward to next week? What's happening?
I'm looking forward to one more podcast during the week, to be quite honest with you. I don't know if you got for that.
We got the guard duels next week, the little JV one to get my younger girls ready.
Uh-huh.
And then the following week we have Tustin duels. I don't know who's going to be there. We wrestled at Hillcrest. That's what drove me crazy. We beat Hillcrest. We beat Beaumont. No, we didn't beat Beaumont. We beat Merino Valley. So seeing some of those teams finish above us, it was a 3-way tie.
Oh, it was I guess was it a scoring differential or something like that?
Yeah, Foothill. Because we beat Hillcrest, and then Hillcrest beat Foothill, and me thinking that Foothill was a brand new team, I wrestled my B girls. And Foothill beat us from Santa Ana.
Really?
Yes. So
I would not have bet that, but okay.
No.
But you know what? I do know a coach who's been in that room a couple times.
There you go.
And yeah, they said they have some ability.
Oh, they're not bad. They're
I
not
do know a
bad. They
coach
have
has been there a couple times. They're trying to get them full time,
Mhm.
and the parents are trying to pull through for it. But
Does his first name start with an R?
Hey, but they do have a
Is
full
he short
lineup.
like you?
Not as good looking.
But he's short.
Might be somewhat as good looking, but yeah, no, everything's good though. But
Hopefully,
No, who's over? Now I wanted to know who's over in the room.
uh, someone who looks like me had been in that room a couple times, but
You.
they yeah,
They said
unfortunately.
that guy was too loud and talked too much.
It's a bad thing when you have coaches who are just in the way. You know what I'm saying? Like they won't get out of the way for their own betterment of their own program. They won't get out of the way.
the
And
James Monroe coach.
So
Jesus.
hey guys, let me present. Hold on. Don't move it. Let's
Hey, they need a new owner.
there you go, Bunny Ranch.
They need a new owner. The guy just died. Remember?
You could be a senator.
There we
Yeah, he
go.
won the Senate seat too.
He did.
Yeah,
He
by
did.
30% or something like that. It was like crazy.
Hey, that's what happens when you treat the people good.
Yeah, no joke. Anyhow, all right.
Is there any individual tournaments this weekend though?
Hillcrest.
Santa Ana?
Oh, Santa Ana?
Santa Ana.
No.
No,
San
Santa Ana's
Fernando.
the eighth.
Santa Ana's 2 weeks.
San
Okay.
Fernando,
San Fernando.
They're
Ain't nobody
doing their-
driving out there for that shit.
Queen of the Jungle.
Yeah.
And it looked like San Fernando only had like 8 teams or 6 teams committed as of right now.
Yeah, because ain't nobody wanting to drive out that fucking far.
But if I just to wrestle San Fernando, I think seeing the other 7 teams, if I could get a one-on-one duel in the finals, I'd be okay with that.
They have quite a few girls in the background. I mean,
Oh,
there's
absolutely. They
a
have
lot
an
more.
AB team.
Yeah, they have an AB team. So
Yeah. They probably could almost fill 3 teams.
yeah, they're pretty close.
Well, they got beat the streets over there, so
Yeah.
And they're probably taking all of Ramirez's girls too.
That's too far for us. He's gonna drive all the way 3 miles.
Yeah. That's why you can't get more than 12 kids in your room. They can't walk 1 mile.
Hey,
Exactly.
I heard
Yeah,
James Monroe had a good JV tournament last weekend, though. My girls were really happy.
Oh man, your girls did great, man.
Hey, they got quarter zips on the way. My bad. I was in Orlando. Instead of having it shipped to him, I had it. The guy shipped it to my house. I'm like, dude, are you serious? Like, I can't even get them. Like, I tried to call FedEx to have them moved over, and they're like, no, sorry, it's delivered.
Hey,
I'm
people
like,
are still asking me for
you guys are
medals
actually
from
on
last
time.
year.
What's that?
I got people still asking me for medals from last season.
Oh yeah, Mister. Yours too.
You got it.
They're on their way.
My girls, every time they see Matt, I go ask him, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll get them to you."
Hey, I really do have them now. Then I didn't.
All right. So what are you guys game for later in the week, or you guys want to kind of wait till next Sunday?
Hold on, I gotta give big ups to everybody that did show up to my tournament. I think it was like 18 schools, 15 schools, 127 girls.
Nice.
Oh,
yeah,
it's a good lower level tournament.
Yeah.
And your awards are always good too. You had a Hasty again.
Yeah, I did Hasty Awards, man. I like I said, I'm gonna spend a lot because a lot of these girls, it's their first tournament. The parents are in the stands, so they're walking out with a really nice medal. I didn't go for the 99-cent medal. I went for the $1.50 ones, the slightly bigger new ones.
Big baller.
We did
I think everybody's going with Hasty. I'm going with Hasty this year.
Yeah, they got it locked down right now, dude. They got it locked down.
They're really good and they're really fast.
Yep.
That's the good part about them. They're really fast.
What did I say about Chris Parps?
Yeah, it's not like some quarter zips I ordered a while ago, but.
Hey, is anybody going to comment on the fact that that's a picture of Ramirez in the background grabbing a bull by the horns?
That's him at Birmingham.
Look at him.
Watch this.
But really, it happened.
Really?
You guys can see it.
Dude, can you imagine the comments we're gonna get now just promoting animal cruelty?
Oh, horrible.
For sure.
You guys cannot stop getting me
You
in
should have seen
trouble.
all the people outside of PBR the other night.
Oh yeah.
Oh, horrible. Get out of here.
Hey, that's the Spaniard in me, my brother. That's the Spaniard in me right there.
Let's go eat some meat.
Exactly.
Give me that. I'll take a steak. We should do a podcast from Brio.
Hey, let's do it.
Oh, you said it. Oh my God, Chris. I'm just excited.
Hey, that's what we had dinner after the tournament yesterday.
Son of a bitch. Next
We were
Sunday?
gonna go to McDonald's, and then I was like, "Oh, the hell with McDonald's. We're going to Brio."
What do you Ryback? It's right off the 15.
What is that?
You
Oh,
shut your
Italian
mouth.
restaurant.
You shut your mouth. If you don't know, hey Matt, I actually took a picture and was gonna send it to you from Orlando because I was outside of Brio in Orlando.
Oh, Florida's the new main hub for Brio.
Dude, it's a spot, guys. If you haven't been to Brio, do yourself a favor.
I've never even heard of it, but now I'm gonna go.
Dude, we're going.
It's so good.
We're doing next
so
Sunday.
good.
We're doing a podcast from there.
That's fine. Let's do it.
We're doing our podcast there next Sunday.
Sounds
So,
good.
Josh,
What is it? What is
Italian food.
Look it up. You're not going to be sad at all.
You gotta wear a fancy shirt though.
Oh, I will.
I'm gonna wear
in Victoria Gardens. I was right there.
I'm gonna wear ugly sweater MAGA.
Can I wear my Make America Great hat?
I thought you had a tattoo on your neck.
Oh, you're more than. You're in the right area for that.
Ramos, you can wear a red vest and park the cars.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to because you're gonna be busting the tables.
Hell yeah, dude.
Well, they have a Christmas tree there. He can dress up as an elf.
I can sit on your lap while you take the little
That's
kids.
right.
Hey,
yeah.
give me 3 minutes and I got him as an elf. Give me 3 minutes and I got him as an
shit.
elf.
Dude, you guys act like my own account on Facebook doesn't have dumber shit than that.
Oh, it's great.
All righty, fellas. I got a sick.
If he could coach wrestling as good as he does other stuff, man, his team would be stacked.
Oh,
Wish I had the ability to do transfers. Gosh, I'd love to just transfer all Somar girls into one school. That'd be so great, huh?
You could do it.
I mean, at this point, why not?
Just hire Bowers as
On a retainer. Like, hey, Bowers, take care of this for me.
Yep.
Come on, Jimmy, get in there. Just call.
Yeah, I sat in a van with him for 24 hours. That guy talks.
He's got a lot to say, huh?
Oh, he does. Yeah. And
But we did see aliens.
We did. We did.
I don't care what anybody says.
Like illegal?
That's a whole other
Like,
podcast.
You're going through Texas? The illegals or like where?
No, bro.
Arizona.
Arizona into New Mexico. We saw a legit fucking spaceship. I don't care what anybody says.
What were
Legit.
you guys taking? Oh man, yeah.
No.
It was good.
Were you traveling with? Never mind. With that other team from California?
I was hopped up on Monster and Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, are you guys going with California Nightmare?
What's that?
Are you guys traveling with California Nightmare?
No,
Coach?
we're not.
Oh man. All
I'm
right.
telling you, it happened.
It did.
All right.
No video.
Chavez was in another car and saw the UFO.
And he was 4 hours ahead of us.
Oh shit!
All right, Ramirez. We're going to do this? I didn't even say anything about the elf, you jackass. I'll take it, though.
I heard the elves left because somebody was talking to him too much. I heard the aliens left because someone kept talking about themselves. Like,
How many girls do Esperanza have wrestling for them right now?
3 right now.
Okay. James Monroe has 2. You guys have 3. What about where you're at, Coach Ramos?
We got let me think. Shit. We got a solid like 8, I think, right now.
Okay.
And they're really, and I'm gonna be honest with you, they're really hungry newcomers.
That's good.
So I usually do pretty good with some newcomers that are hungry. So
that one girl over the summer was pretty damn good.
Like hungry and they want to eat a lot, or hungry and they willing to learn?
Not willing to learn, willing to get in
He
there.
has one that was really impressive. She was new.
The tall one.
Yes,
Yeah,
I didn't know how to describe her.
without getting in trouble. Tall
Exactly.
African girl.
Yeah,
Grace
that's what I
Jones,
wanted to say. I just didn't want to,
Yeah, I know. No, she actually she took out 2 national champs in the takedown matches over the summer. So she's coming along good. So
And my girl was one away from All-Americaning, so she beat her too.
yeah, and so it's a good thing about her. She's kind of naive, so she's kind of ignorant who she's
That's good.
So
she's
just
raw, but she's just raw talent.
Yeah. So and I mean, it's no secret what we're bringing to the table. Yep. You know what's coming. It's just stopping it is the hard part.
So what about you guys? Do you guys know anything on Milliken? Are they bringing anything? Because they're pretty decent year in, year out.
They are. I haven't heard anything from them.
They always seem to be just steadily tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was honestly like yesterday when, I have a solid team. But I needed all the individual girls that were the 1 and 2 girls, or like Nelly and Bowman, to pick off the girls that were like helping their team out. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what's up.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, okay, my team, do your job. Individual girls come with your sniper gun and take out these studs and the Walnuts and the San Dimases and all those teams that were a little ahead of me. And no, we fell flat we were the Marines first line and just got blown away.
Nah, remember what I told you, dude? We've had talks about this before. It's got to be like this.
Yeah, that's where
those people out. You want them, because a lot of these teams are coming in like this and they just kind of maintain.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like to think that most
you know what? This is the first year I felt like this. I did feel like we're in the right direction. We didn't, peak our first tournament like we usually do, or the second or third. And December we're nasty, and January we're
holding on.
Dead. Yeah, holding on by a limb.
Yeah, so I think you don't want them to tell everybody, dude. Not worried about my girls winning in the beginning. I'm not. I just want to see them doing what we go over. Nope. Who won Carter last year at 116?
Valdivia.
143?
I don't know.
Exactly. Nobody gives a shit.
That's the only one I knew because I was there and watched it. Just to watch it.
We talked about that. So, but I mean that's the thing.
Hey, how is she doing? Is she injured? Is she?
She's going through some stuff right now. She's kind of working her way through. Hopefully, she works through it before the season gets here. So,
have they invented cryotherapy in Bakersfield yet?
They're a couple months behind. They're a couple years behind in Bakersfield. I've been working that.
Yeah. I think they're still on dial-up, so we'd have Rich on, but except these.
I went. I took my son to their little zombie takedown tournament the other day, and
how was that?
It was good. He won it, but they definitely different a little. Yeah. Not Southern section numbers, definitely, but it was cool. He wrestled a few kids and got a nice little zombie medal, the medals were awesome. My son loved the little zombie. He plays it with his Ninja Turtles now. So, hey, it was a fun little 2-hour drive in the Prius, and Prius flies up that when there's no traffic.
Yeah, dude. I love my Prius, man.
That's right.
Want to go fast? I'll get on my motorcycle, but that Prius is a gas saver. I could drive it like a Porsche. I'll get 45.
You better believe it.
I love my diesel truck. Yeah. While you guys are loving your Priuses.
We live in California. When I buy some property in Wyoming, I'll have my nice little diesel truck as well.
Yeah,
I'll sell you my truck.
There we go.
$1.50 a gallon. Sure.
I'm only hunting quails right now, so my Prius could hold 50.
Dude, let's go shooting. I'm down.
Absolutely. I was looking at revolvers.
Did you guys see my videos? You guys see my videos when I was in Orlando?
Yeah.
No.
I told the guy I want to do the most un-California guns you possibly have.
Oh, okay. I did.
Oh, I saw that one.
Drum magazine, automatic. Oh, it was so much fun.
But there's no videos, just pictures.
Yeah.
I have videos, son. I just didn't want to post them because, you don't
want to offend all your liberal friends.
Slow flake. Let's see here. I'll show you real quick. I got some good videos. Let's see here. I got friends on both sides, Josh. Come on now.
I know.
I fall on the other side on certain things, especially guns.
I think that's where I'm with guns and all that good stuff.
Look at this bad boy.
That side.
Ready? Watch this. There we go. Like that.
insane.
America right there.
Yeah, son. That's one. Let's see here. Oh, this one will offend some people. Here we go.
That's insane.
That actually looks like me. That might be my video.
Fire those and go eat some game meat and let's go.
Dude,
How's that?
yeah, dude. I had some fun. Expensive. Good lord.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! The ammunition is ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, they know we don't have it in California, so they could rape me for it. So.
Oh, you better believe it.
I was gonna pay it. Next
Just
time,
better-
hey, when we go to Vegas for the Open or whatever,
Yeah.
I'm going. It's expensive, and it's only like a couple of bucks to add a friend, and you get to shoot everything. And
Yeah.
it's like, dude, it's belt fed. It's awesome. So I'm going to do
Well,
that.
if you just build your own AR, you don't have to,
You can't do that in California. Son.
Oh, you can't do that in California? Oh, shit.
California,
Okay,
you got to learn your laws, son. Don't get yourself in trouble.
Yeah, on this side of the 57, you cannot.
And definitely don't admit anything.
Yes.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
All righty, fellas. Before we get ourselves in trouble, I will talk to you all later. Thank you guys for being on.
No, thanks for
Absolutely.
having us. Appreciate
All right.
it.
Talk to you later, boys.
Fuck, Ramirez.